Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can redo the living area in your RV or travel trailer without knowing how to sew. I recently bought a fifth wheel and I want to change a few things around. So this is what it looks like right now, and there's nothing wrong with it. Everything is in good condition. There's nothing broken or chipped or anything like that. It's all clean, but two things basically jump out at me. The first thing is the color. I just do not like this shade of blue. I never did. I know it's very popular in homes, in kitchens, and living rooms. I just don't like it, and it has to go. So the carpet will stay for now. At one point, I would like to just rip it up and replace it with something. So I have to research it and figure out how I'm going to do it. But for right now, I'm going to change the sofa and the chair, and just overall everything, so that it looks better. It looks more of what I like. So like I said, you will not need to know how to sew. I do know how to sew, but I know a lot of people don't. So I kind of wanted to show you a way where you can easily do this. So first of all, you're gonna have to, spend a little money. I bought a sofa cover and I bought a chair cover. Now, you could do this if you just buy the actual sheet of fabric and then you cover it up and pin it and everything, just tuck it in. It's a really pretty chocolate brown color for both the sofa and the chair. And then I can actually play around with the different colors. So that's the first step. The second step, I have these pillows and I wanted to cover them, and that's the easy part. You don't actually have to sew pillowcase. I will show you how you can make it out of fleece, and it will actually be really cute. And then finally I will show you how you can make a throw. So these are the things I'm going to show you, and then finally I will just show you how I added a few things to kind of make it all come together. So let's get started. You want to make sure you look at is that you see this pillow is not flat. So this actually takes up some fabric, so you want to allow for that. So when you lay it out, you want to give it extra, just in case. You might end up with extra fabric, 1 or 2 inches all around, but that's okay. You can cut it off and that's it. But otherwise, if you make it too tight, if you measure the actual pillow, how many inches it is, and you don't allow for this curve, that could be a significant amount, and then your whole fabric is wasted. So just make sure you be careful. The final product of one pillow. As you could see, you just tied a double knot in each place. I'm going to cut some of these off. These are too long. You could make them all long or all short. You probably want to match. So I used up a little extra fabric. I always feel that using extra fabric is better because you could always cut it off. But if it's too short, then you wasted all that fabric. This way, you're only wasting this much, right? So when you were cutting in, don't cut too deep, because if you cut too deep, then it's gonna look funny because the pillow will be exposed. But you can always cut deeper later. So just kind of do it safe. But this is the whole idea. So I'm going to do all the pillows. Oh my God, I'm sorry, doggy. So even this one, the only thing is I'm going to just basically wrap the fabric around it and kind of double wrap it, and it will be kind of open, but it will be, you know, going over it, so it's not going to really be open, like it's not gonna just, you know, stay wide open. And I'm just going to make it like a big candy, just kind of tie it at the end and tie it over here. Much easier and quicker than this one. I bought 3 yards of this fleece, and I figured I'll do the pillows first, and whatever I have left over, that will be my throw. Super easy. These were actually 50% off at Joann's Fabrics, so if you do this, you probably want to wait until they have a sale, or whatever fabric store you get it at. Otherwise it could get a little pricey, but I mean, this is a one-time expense, and I really like it, especially that it matches the color of the sofa. You can totally customize it. You could have one print on one side, and you could have maybe a solid on the other. You could do all kinds of things, but I think it's going to really change the way everything looks. The way my sofa cover looks, I don't know. It's not the best. These are designed for sofas that you could go around and tuck it in and everything, and this one is like in place. This bed actually opens up, so I might have to do that and then tuck it in, but I'm still happier with it being brown like this than blue. This is the final look. I also bought a cheap brown rug from Walmart, and that tablecloth is actually fabric I have bought a long time ago. It's just the cloth, and I've been using that when I'm camping. And this is basically the sofa with all the pillows and the chair, and just overall I think it looks pretty good. I also added some candles and some different things, but this is how it turned out. Like I said, the sofa cover is not the best looking. I probably will have to tuck it in just a little more, but I'm happy with it. And this is the only fabric that is left over, just a teeny tiny piece, and I have used overall 3 yards for everything. So now the pillows, I just want to kind of recap of what I did. So here's one pillow, and as you could see, you just basically tie all these together. You don't even really have to do a double knot. I think I did it on most of them, but this fabric is not gonna come undone. This is like really sticky, you know. So I think it looks pretty good like this, nice and fluffy, and you could always take it off and wash it. The second pillow, I did it a little bit differently. I actually only had it tied on the top and the bottom. The rest of the fabric, I just sort of wrapped it around, so there is an opening here, but you don't even really see it. And what you do, you tie the two ends really tight, and that will keep it tight like that. And you use the same amount of fabric, so you're not using any more, but it is a little bit quicker. And I got the idea from these ones, because this one you definitely have to wrap it around it, and here's the opening, and like I said, it's okay, you don't really see it, and then you just tie the ends together. You want to do it really tight, and then that's it. So I have 2 of these. This one, somehow, you know, the deer is facing a different way, but that's fine. And you could make these super long. You could cut them off. It's totally up to you. There's really no rule here. If you end up with an extra one of these because of the way the fabric is, you could just cut it. Nobody will see it. I know how to sew, and I know how to sew clothes and everything. And whenever I do something, I'm not really like a perfectionist. I'm not super precise or anything. I just kind of do it quickly, and it's never really perfect, but I'm okay with it. You know, I don't, because otherwise you just expect always everything perfect and doesn't work out, then you're all stressed out, and I don't like that. So I like things where you can kind of do it your way and it will still be fine. And I'm really happy with these. I love how it matches the fabric. Now, one mistake I did make. So the a throw is basically like a kind of like you throw it on your sofa as decoration, right? But it's usually big enough for you to kind of use it as a blanket, something like that, right? Well, this thing would be more suitable for a baby. So this is basically the size. This is the length and this is the width. So this is it. I kind of messed up with the measurements. I bought 3 yards of fabric, and of course it's folded, and I thought it would be enough with all the pillows and everything. I kind of underestimated how big the pillows would be. So maybe one thing I would recommend is just kind of measure your pillows, and then figure out how big your throw will be, and then go to the fabric store. Because first, when I laid this out, it actually looked like it was gonna be big enough, but all these tying these knots, it somehow shrunk the fabric a little bit. So kind of, you know, learn from my mistake. But this is okay. I mean, it's still a decoration. It's still, you could kind of still use it. So I'm gonna keep it, and this way I will always remember this first time when I made these. I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, consider subscribing. That way you will get notified, you know, when I have a new video. And I try to come up with new videos every week. And let me know what you think. If you have done this, you did it in a better way, please tell me. If you have any questions or anything, just leave a comment and I will respond, and I will see you next time.